Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today is December 31st, 2021. I'm your Local 1000 President, Richard Lewis Brown. Hopefully you're having an exciting morning. This is New Year's Eve. Maybe many of you are off work today. Maybe many of you are getting off work early. I sincerely hope so. I know you're probably wondering what happened Wednesday night. Well, all day Wednesday, we talked about the 2022 proposed budget and why there was no reason why it couldn't pass. And of course, Wednesday night, the true colors of some of our members on the board came out and they voted no. And so the vote count for having a budget for Local 1000, the largest public sector union in the state of California, 23 yes, 24 no. Every vote matters. 9 people could not make up their mind what they wanted to do. 9 more people on the board were absent. All day we had time to talk about this so we could have a yes or no vote. Many of you don't understand something about Local 1000 regarding the board of directors meetings. They open up those meetings, they do the roll call, 65 people on the board, 33 needed for a quorum, and then they go into that Robert Rules of Order. Robert Rules of Order is a way of arguing and getting what you want. And many people can't follow Robert Rules of Order. So what we did the whole day on Wednesday was we talked about the budget. And at 6:30 Wednesday night, we allowed more talk just from the board of directors, those 51 DOC presidents, 10 bunk chairs, 4 statewide officers, including myself. It was an open conversation that was not kept secret in front of all of our membership. And hopefully, new members will be inspired. Some of our represented employees will be inspired to join our union. So the big question is, you see people on Facebook saying that now nothing can get done for Local 1000. And this way they can destroy Richard Lewis Brown and they can destroy the voice of the voters of this past election. Well, did their strategy work? Were they able to stop the largest public sector union in the state of California under my leadership? First time in Local 1000 history, a proposed budget was not passed in its original format. Why is that? Is it because I'm a black man in this country fighting for everyone equally? Is it because of that? Is it because I'm not sucking up to politicians? Is it because of that? Is it because I will defend my supporters, Elsa Wright, Veronica Guzman, and all of the things they're going through with the attacks on Facebook that those 2 ladies are going through? Is it because I'm fighting to give you the choice to make a decision about COVID? Is it? Is it because we're doing the essential worker premium pay petitions that never got done before I arrived in office? Is it because I'm fighting for you and you know I'm fighting for you? And you saw that Wednesday night and you saw who wanted to protect you, who wanted to keep this organization live and vibrant, while others did not. You saw others on Wednesday night say they don't care about the staff here at Local 1000. They don't respect the staff here at Local 1000. They don't like the fact that the staff got a 14% pay increase over 3 years. That's what they don't like. They don't want me being the chief negotiator of the next contract that's going to give you the respect you've always asked for working for the state of California. I'm fired up this morning. They thought with their brilliant strategy, they could stop me and slow me down. What they did was expose who they are. And let me tell you who voted no on this proposed budget. Let me tell you. First, giving honor to God through Jesus Christ. Local 1000 staff, if you're worried about getting your checks on time, don't let evilness destroy you. Let me tell you who voted no on this proposed budget. VP of Bargaining, Irene Green. She voted no on this. Okay? Niecy Davis, no. Maria Blaine, no. Stephen Alari. Stephen Alari is the chair of the COPE committee. I mean, we think he's the chair. We're not for sure yet. He voted no. Misty Del Rosario, no. Cynthia Bowe, no. Amani, no. And she has my number 743. Bill Hall, no. Jerome Washington up in Pelican Bay, no. Christina Evatt, who has the highest DLC membership, but yet she could not find it in her heart to vote yes on this proposed budget. Kevin Healy, DLC 752. We all know Kevin Healy. Acting President 767 Ben Arega, no. Tommy Rico, no. Van Wynn, no. David Johnson, no. Teresa Taylor, 786. We know who Teresa Taylor is. She voted no. But we know how she gets down. We know how she is. We know what she represents at the Franchise Tax Board and her position on CalPERS. Her responsibility to pass this budget, she still said no. Moving on. Francina Stevenson, 794, DOJ. She voted no. Ruth Kiker, 795. She voted no. Carrie Riley, State Bar. She voted no. Susan Rodriguez, Bunk Chair 1. She voted no. Karen Jeffries, Brad Willis, Bobby Dalton Roy, State Bar Andrew Bisasek. No. All these people voted no. That tells you how much they love their union. That's what that tells you. That tells you how much they respect their union and the staff here at Local 1000. That's what they're telling you. They don't love their union. They don't respect the staff here. And that's their strategy, to destroy this union. Why? Because they're trying to destroy the fact that I won this election. That's what they're doing. They're exposing themselves. And I don't care what they tell you on Facebook, how many lies they tell you over and over and over again. You'll see these people, these so-called, some of these board members and their leadership skills attacking people on Facebook. You want to attack somebody, Richard Wake? Come for me. I'm right here. And I'm not saying that with violence in my heart. I'm saying that with love and respect. When you want to come and talk to somebody, come on video and get at me. Same for you, Scott B. Smith. You always running around running your mouth. And you wonder, is this how unions really operate? No, I'm not frazzled. Don't text me right now. I am not frazzled. I'm giving it to you straight right now. You can misconstrue my energy, my passion, my excitement, my enthusiastic energy, exciting energy. But don't ever portray me as being a mad black man. Because some of you so-called leaders of Local 1000 and some of you so-called members, you're racist at your bones. You heard what DOC 768 President Cheryl Allen said to you days ago. You're trying to destroy this union. They tell you it's about their members. No, it's not about their membership. It's always been about some of these so-called Local 1000 leaders on this board. And they like to use the Robert Rules of Order to trick up the younger ones who don't know any better. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this, and you got that right. They had hours to ask those questions. But these are the mind games, the strategy of people who think they're called politicians. We're going to get through this. We're going to work together. We're going to have a great year 2022. We just had a great year 2021. Don't let no one fool you. When they told you that the former president could never lose an election, wrong answer. They were wrong. All their strategy, all their Excel sheets, all their little surveys they did, what did it get them? It didn't get them anywhere. Because it wasn't their time. Their time is over. The status quo of how we used to do things is completely over here in Local 1000. And they never questioned the former president. They passed those budgets left and right. But now, all of a sudden, now they want to get educated. And I bet you most of these so-called wannabe Local 1000 leaders check their credit scores. Let them put up their credit scores on Facebook. Let's see if they're financially disciplined the way they carry on. Because we know many people in this union live paycheck to paycheck. But did they care when they failed to pass this budget on Wednesday night? They didn't care. They did exactly what I knew they were going to do. But this time, they did it out in the open. They couldn't trick me and get into a closed-door session. So when they were acting up on that passing of the UAW contract, 2350, when they were acting up, they didn't want to pass that, and they got passed anyway. But the way they clowned me and the way they talked to me and disrespected me, that you didn't see. But Wednesday night, you saw them for who they are. You know, Richard Wake, those words you said to Elsa Wright, blah, 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 blah. Where'd you learn that behavior from, Richard? Did your mommy or your daddy teach you that? I want to know, did mommy, daddy, grandma, who taught you how to say those type of evil words to Elsa Wright? Because she doesn't agree with you because she supports my leadership. Who taught you that behavior? Mommy or daddy? Same for you, Scott B. Smith. See, you thought you got away with harassing Veronica Guzman? You didn't get away with that. Carolyn Lewis, I see you texting, putting up your facts. I think you're on the COPE committee. Okay. Fair enough. See, you do all this talking on Facebook, but you call and text me being all nice. That's who you are, Karen Lewis. That's who you are, Karen Lewis. And I still put you on the COPE committee. And I still appointed Stephen O'Leary on the COPE committee. But that's who you are. And every time I have to expose you people for who you are, you get upset about it. You did exactly what I thought some of these board members were going to do on Wednesday night. You don't care about this union the way you claim. See, so many people go out claiming that they're all for membership. And I tell you, I'm for all these represented employees of Local 1000 because I want all the represented employees of Local 1000 to become members. It takes all of us, not just some of us. Every vote matters. And some of you who said you couldn't vote yes or no on this on Wednesday night, you know who you are. You know who you are. Because you want to play it safe. People are counting on you. I see you, Veronica Guzman. I'm sorry for how they talk to you. I'm deeply sorry for Scott B. Smith. Pam Castro, acting like a child. See, this is the people we have in our union. I'm fighting for a 21% pay increase for everyone across the board, but yet they'll tell you I'm acting like a child. They're the ones who support not passing the budget. They thought they could throw this union into a, quote, quagmire. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if the staff's going to get paid. We don't know if all the union leave's going to end. We don't know what's going to happen. They're hoping that it all comes downhill. Then they can say it's all Richard's fault. That's a game, that's a hustle, that's a manipulation, that's deception, that's evilness in the most excellent manner. And when I told you they were trying to do a lynching of a black man with a carefully crafted castration, that's what I meant. And I'm not backing off that. Some of you will watch this video and say, Richard was mad today. No, Richard's not mad at all. I'm telling you what it is. And they can't handle it. They would rather sit around a board and act like they know everything about everything when many of these people did not even run in an election and get any votes. They tell you I don't have a temperament. See, Pam Castro, that's the racist that you are. There's a possibility that that's the racist that you are. Because when a black man speaks with passion, because we do things differently. We speak differently. We play sports differently. We do quite a few things differently. And that's why they like us. But they like us in a position that they can control us in. You can't control this one. I'm going to expose some of these people on the board because I know that they're racist and some of them are deeply prejudiced. And they'll do anything and everything. And when they try to say they wanted to do debates and amendments, that's a lie, Nicole Chris. That's an absolute lie. What they wanted to do was to destroy that budget. They never did that before in the past. And now all of a sudden, I show up, the dark-skinned Barack Obama, and now you got a problem. And you so-called California people, you're supposed to be so much better than the people I come from in Missouri. I'm not so sure sometimes. At least in Missouri, they tell me where I fit in at, which is nowhere. And so now they want to talk about the past. They want to keep talking about my past. You don't know what's true. You don't know what's not true. We're not talking about the past, because every time I talk about the past and how to get the union straight, you say don't talk about the past. But anytime you can find something to discredit me, to demoralize me, wrong answer, I'm not letting you do it. I'm not letting you do it. So now they say, oh, don't be so angry. I'm not angry at all. I'm exposing you for what you are. Anytime a black man speaks with power and passion, if he's not on that football field pleasing you, if he's not in the pulpit, and you're not there, because as we know, the most racially segregated facility in the state in the country is church. That's the only time a black man can be passionate and not be considered angry. I'm going to call you California people out for what you are. Not all of you, because there's some mighty fine, good California people. Good people on the board of directors. People I would go to bat for the rest of my life. And these so-called, you got that right. These so-called people on the board, Black Lives Matter. Really? I can't tell. I knew I was going to catch you. I knew it. I knew it. You did all that talk last summer of Black Lives Matter. It matters as long as they do what you want them to do. As long as their, quote, pants are sagging on the ground with some gold in their grill walking around, that you can accept. But you can't accept an articulate, educated, military service black man. That you won't accept. You won't accept that. You won't put this video on CNN. You so-called white liberals. So, on a happier note, Local 1000 will be just fine. And this idea that the board can stop the union, no. You can't stop what God put here. You cannot stop what God has put here. You say, well, Richard, we hear that they're going to take you to court and do this and that. Richard, we hear that they're trying to, create all these lies, and they just throw stuff up on the wall, and then whatever sticks, then they can just run with. Let me tell you something. Back in slavery time, there was always two types of slaves. The slaves who wanted freedom, and the slaves that protect master, or massa. And there are some people in the black community that will do anything to destroy another black person from being successful. I know some. You know some too. And they'll do anything. Make up lies, take truth with lies, and do anything they can. That's what they'll do. And they'll try to attack a person who is coming to help you. They'll go into that person's personal life. They'll do anything and everything they can. Why are they trying to destroy me like this? Why am I such a threat? Because I'm not going with the status quo. And that's why they tried to destroy that budget on Wednesday night. And they had all day. And when they tell you they didn't have time, that's a lie. That's an absolute lie. And that's why so many people are praying for me, because they know when I talk, I'm talking from the spirit. And when I have to get at somebody, then they say, oh, he doesn't have the temperament. Again, I'm from Africa, not Europe. Try again. If you think for 1 second this union won't cease to operate, I would recommend go see a doctor. Okay? Now, you'll see a lot of people come on Facebook today. See, when I do videos, here's the thing. When I do videos, they come. And they try to pick every word apart. Listen to this. There are some people on the board who are racist. There are some people in our union who are racist. There are some who are actually just deeply prejudiced. Some, not all. They'll say anything, and it'll appear that they're being sincere, but the truth of God is not in them. They'll tell you that they believe in black people and they believe in the Black Lives Matter movement, but that's an absolute lie. And most black people across America, they know they're lying. They know that so-called the people outside the black community, they don't care about us. They're going to do everything they can to run me. And you know what? They got a fight on their hands. When God created me, listen to this. I did not evolve from no monkey. I was created by the Word. And when He created me, He knew He created the right one. He knew what He was doing. Or she. I don't want to be disrespectful to those who say that God's a woman. When God created me, He knew what time it was. He knew what He was doing. And so now they tell you to respect the vote on Wednesday night. It's funny, Nicole, because you can't respect the vote of the members. They put me in here. If they wanted to respect the vote of the membership, that budget would have passed in its original format. So there you go. There you go again, being caught. Now they say I was extremely arrogant for Richard Lewis Brown to claim that he was divinely chosen by God. That's not what I said. I said God put me here through the revelation from a dream I had. If you want to call that out and say that I'm acting arrogant because God, through Jesus Christ, gave me my dreams and continues to give me dreams, you go right ahead. I will put my faith in God and Jesus Christ. And to those who say Ishmael and Isaac, I stand by your side. Now what? You see, I keep checking my watch. I have a meeting at 11 o'clock. But I'm going to give it to you now, though. Now, these people, will the board wake up and say, we made a mistake? No, they're too arrogant. Some of the people on this board who voted no are too arrogant. They won't acknowledge they made a mistake. They'll never want to work with me. The only thing that they're going to do is have insurrectionist meetings, strip me of my power in their mind, and destroy this union. That's the only thing that they're here for. Okay? Now, we're not going to let that happen. And I hope they're watching. Oh, they'll watch. Because some people watch live, and then what they'll do, when I'm gone, they'll come back in later and watch. Because they're sneaky. That's their strategy. All their strategy is not going to work. Local 1000 staff, if you're still watching, I wouldn't worry about your paycheck. I'm not worried about it. Does it look like I'm worried? You have my phone number, 408-207-2339. You can go through your boss up to our chief of staff, or you can call me. They'll tell you that I can't do anything and nothing can happen. That's an absolute. Are you waiting for it? Absolute. Is it the truth or is it a lie? You want me to say it on video what I can do? Expose all my strategy? Is that what you think? They're telling you on Facebook I can't do anything. Then they tell you, well, you were elected with the smallest margin of victory. That's an absolute lie. These people lie, they lie, they lie. Did half the union even know we had an election? Listen, there is no perfect people in this world. We have all made mistakes. We make them in our present, we'll make them in our future. Sometimes we've made mistakes in the past. There are no perfect people. When people say, oh, well, he did this, he did that. Just remember, when people are always talking that stuff, check their lives out. Go inside their families. Everybody's got some family. Everybody's got something in their past that they're hiding, that they feel guilty about. These people are trying to use anything they can to discredit me. They don't want the budget passed. They don't want me being the president with my full powers. They don't want me around here. This is an orchestrated plan because they don't believe in you. They don't want you to get a 21% pay increase. You know why they're trying to run me out of here? Because they don't want me being the chief negotiator of the contract. That's what they don't want. You know why? Because you know when I call for that strike, after bargaining in good faith, and we take a strike vote, and that strike vote comes back yes, I can guarantee you 1,000% we'll shut the state down. That's what they're afraid of. And all that money that we used to give these politicians, that's not happening anymore, that's a problem. So they got to run me out of here. And they'll do anything and say anything, including sending the police to my house at 5 o'clock in the morning on May 25th. I'm not stopping. When they tell you, honor the election, honor Irene Green. The same person who tried to run to be the chair to strip me of all my powers. Give her respect? Really? She'll get her respect from a distance. Let me tell you something. I am not giving up. Ain't no give up in me. If you think you can bring everything you got for me, keep bringing it. You bring it all. Go get some friends. Go get some attorneys. You do what you got to do. And run at me. You'll never, ever have a leader like Richard Lewis Brown for this union ever again. And they'll do anything they can to prevent a person of my strength, of my character, of my divine destiny. But they'll fail. Now, it's unfortunate Wednesday night that the budget did not pass. I told the staff when I came here, I said, I love you and I respect you. They said, show us the money, Richard. Brian Hockett. Richard, am I a racist? I don't know, Brian, are you? Why would you even ask that question? Why do you feel so guilty to even come out and say that? See, you just exposed yourself, Brian. Are you a racist? Or are you just deeply prejudiced? Are you mildly prejudiced? Are you prejudiced only on certain issues? See, you just exposed yourself because other black folks that see you just say that, they start laughing. They're like, he just called out another one. I told the staff when I came here that I loved them. They said, show us the money. We negotiated in good faith. They said, we like it, Richard. And when they try to say, why did you let people off? Because I'm trying to build solidarity. Because I respect their families. Because we want to be a company, a union that everybody wants to come and work for. We don't want to see our staff running to other unions because we don't pay enough money here. And why don't we pay enough money here? And why has that been the history of this union? We don't pay money. We can't attract the most highly qualified people because we're not paying enough money. So when people say, well, why are our attorneys like this and why are our attorneys like that? How much money are we paying them? When you pay money, you're going to get that high quality person. You got to spend money. You have to spend money to make more money. Now, Monday morning, what day is that? So tomorrow's the 1st, the 2nd Sunday. So January 3rd. What happens Monday morning? When you come down here and all the lights are turned out, you don't see anybody. That's scary. Will there be any cars in the parking lot? Will SACB come down with their camera and me walking around? Will I be at the day spa? Or maybe I'll take a trip to Israel, get some enlightenment and come back. You're probably wondering, what about that union leave? Is Richard going to cancel all the union leave? Take the BPs, let's chuck them off too? What is Richard going to do? Will Richard stop all union leave? He sounds like he is. He sounds like he's so mad. He's just going to stop all the union leave. You got that right. I won't regret seeing the promised land. You got that right. Now look. Everybody wants to know if that union leave is ending Monday morning. And you want me to say it right here on video. And you have yet to hear me say that I'm still paying the staff. I just told the staff, don't be worried. Does that mean don't be worried, Richard? Richard, you're going to pay us our money down the road? I haven't told you what I'm going to do. I told you Wednesday night what happened, though. I haven't told you if I'm paying the staff on Monday. They got my number. They know where I live. Okay? They tell you that, I'm looking at these comments here, and it's funny. Brian Hockett talking about I'm not being truthful about 768. See, Brian, why don't you talk to your DLC president, 768, Cheryl Allen? She's a very beautiful African-American woman. I'm sure she has a lot to say to you. If you want to talk to her. Because you talk to me, you say that, I'm angry, I'm all emotional. So go on and talk to that black woman. Yeah, I want to know how that goes. Maybe we can just do a Zoom. You want to talk? Anytime you so-called wannabe leaders want to get at me, yeah, come on Zoom and get some of this action. I say with love, peace, and hair grease. Y'all can say anything and everything you want to say about me. You will never, ever, ever. Oh, you appointed her. Speak for yourself. Well, Brian, you just said it. I appointed her. Did I appoint her? Or didn't I appoint her? Did she win the election or did she not win the election? Well, who won the election, Brian Hawkins? Anyway, Brian, there's always so-called people on here who want to come across as being in control or blah, 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 blah. Here's what we know. God through Jesus Christ, that's how I roll. And I'm a sinner. I'm not perfect. I was put here for a reason. And you can't accept it. Why can't people accept that I'm trying to get you paid this money and get you respect in the workplace? Why can't you not respect that? You know why? Because some people are not created the same as other people. We all have different destinies. And that's why when they tell you, I was born with this gift, I had this blessing, that's very accurate. We all don't have that same gift. And if you don't believe in God, then I'd say go to the spirit world. If you don't believe in that, then go with what you know. Good luck with that. And I'll see you in the afterlife, hopefully. If you believe in the afterlife, because they told me they built those black folks built those pyramids in Egypt. And I said black folks. Oh, yes, I did. Yeah. Keep watching the video. For those who watched to the very end. Those black folks who built those pyramids, they were looking for the afterlife. And the other black folks, they were doing other things. If you're smart enough to understand what I'm saying. But I know the black community and those from Africa, you know what I'm saying. But back to the union. I always put a little extra in there. Listen, they don't like the fact that I'm exposing people for who they are. They don't like the fact that I went up to Lansing County and I've been given more love and more respect from Lansing County than all these other counties here in the state of California. And what you're going to see a lot of car crashes. You say, well, why are you talking about NASCAR? Well, what's wrong with NASCAR? Or should I just stick to football and basketball? Okay. All right. We're going to get through this. Local 1000 staff, I love you and I respect you. We may not always agree on everything, but that's life. But we continue to work together in unity because we have a higher calling. And hopefully, the people on this board will wake up. And those who decided they couldn't say yes or no, what does that really mean? Are you for the people or are you not for the people? Or you just play it safe? The vote's up, and that vote will be up on our website. The accurate vote count. And it's probably going to go out in an email too. And I'm going to let everybody know in that email, these people here don't care about you. These people here, you don't know if they love you or not. And those who voted yes, those people love you. Now you say, well, that's your opinion, Richard. That's true. This is my opinion. But what I do know is this. These are the facts of the numbers. 24 people said they don't care about you. 24, and that's a righteous number. 24 people said they don't care about this union or about its operations. They don't care. Did they ever care about you? Did they? Did they ever care about raises and rights and respect for state workers? Did they ever care? Or did they present to you an image that they were able to portray for all these years and now they've been caught? Did they ever care? Did they? State employees, solidarity. We don't even have a unified board. We have a sign about solidarity. And the state of California is looking at us and saying, we don't have to worry about anything. They're not unified. This is what happens when God comes in. This is what happens when God comes in. And I'm not a holy roller. And look, I may be wrong. I say the Son of God is Jesus Christ. But Ishmael and Isaac tell me, wrong answer, Richard. And they tell me that Sunday is the wrong day. And they may be right. And I have to respect that. I may be absolutely wrong. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll with God through Jesus Christ. With all my character faults and insecurities. That's how I'm going to get down. Whether I win or whether I lose, I'm always winning because my faith in God will not be broken. And if they come one day and say, get out of here, Richard, so be it. But until then, get off me. I'm here. Bring an army. Bring every attorney you can find that you can pay for free, pro bono, whatever. You do what you got to do. This is going to be a new year. You don't know what Richard's going to do on the 1st of January, 2022. You may wake up one day and find out I've moved headquarters from here to Lassen County. You may wake up one day and find out I just bought a helicopter off your money. You may wake up one day and find out that me and Gavin were at the French Laundry having dinner, laughing. But here's what you will know. I'm going to be here, the president. And every stunt, every trick they try to run will fail. It will fail. You are not going to push me down. You're not going to intimidate me. You're not going to lynch me. You're not going to castrate me. Okay. It's been really fun. And I wanted to make sure that Elsa Wright and Veronica Guzman, and if they're not on, I know I saw Veronica. I want them to know I am hurt by the things you've gone through from some of these so-called people. And I want you to know I'm not ignoring you, and I care. And I care about everybody in this union. Everybody can't put up with the same amount of nonsense that I can. You can come at me and call me every word. I've been called chicken and coward and MFer. Monica Blancarte, you know, she's so lovely. Sure. You know, you can call me all those words. You know, when they say MFer and what a DICK, you know, in a sense, after a while, you see those same people keep coming at me and saying all this. I love you too, daughter, Walker Jackson. You know that's kind of like if you go to the dictionary book, what do you call it? When the word has more than the word has the same, yeah.
Glossary.
Yeah. So when they say all these different words, you know that's kind of like the N-word. Just watch how they say it to me. Watch how they do things. Yeah, these same people who claim that they love the union. And so that's why I always give the best stuff at the end. And when you've seen some of these young black men and women, unfortunately, lose their lives, and then you see people say, oh, that was wrong, just watch some of these people in the union. Thesaurus, thank you. Because what they're doing, the way they're attacking, you can attack somebody, but once you get to a certain level where you have to really dig in and call them an MFer and what a dick, you know, eat dick, suck dick, I guess, you know, I don't know, have dinner with dick, you know. At a certain point, you start to know it crosses a certain line. It does. And you say, well, Barack went through it. Well, do I look like do I look like I've got smooth, pretty brown skin Barack in me? Do I have the most beautiful wife, Michelle Obama, and perfect kids? No, I don't have any of that. I'm dark chocolate. I don't understand that, Richard. What I'm telling you is I was put here by a gift, a divine gift. And they're not going to run me. They're not going to intimidate me. And I'm going to fight these people. And I'm going to keep fighting these people. And that's why you're so tuned in. And that's why your spouse says, I don't care what you say. I want to watch Richard. And why doesn't Richard do his videos in the morning anymore? Well, good morning. I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm always going to be right here for you, Local 1000. You will never have a president like me ever again. All right. I love you. We're going to be just fine here, Local 1000. Happy New Year tomorrow, January 1st, 2022. It's going to be an exciting year. Trust me. You're going to see so much action from this union. You will see us on TV. You're going to see me doing interviews on TV. Oh, yes, you will. And boy, we're going to drive up this membership. How are we going to drive it up? Because we're going to be on TV. And everybody's going to know across America that, wow, that union has a real leader. I may not agree on his whole 10-point platform, but I know he's trying to give me my money. Now, last time I checked, most Americans, you talk about getting them money for a guaranteed period of time and safety and respect in the workplace, they'll say, hey, you know what? I don't care if he is mad and black. Bring him back. Love you. December 31st, 2021. I'm Richard Lewis Brown, your Local 1000 president. Fully vested. Ralph Lauren. You better believe it. Bye-bye.